What's going on, everybody? We are back again with another episode of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. It's about that time. We got to see who killed Angie and Tinko. But Monokuma basically said Tinko's body does not matter. So what the hell is that about? I don't know. I just ate. I feel great. I got a little water on the side. Let's get to it. Hello. Man, is my controller messing up again? Bro. There we go. I was about to say, is my controller messing up? Let's see. Come on, let's go. Let's get this class trial. Please do not let this be like 3 hours. And I still don't know what this is about.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is.
Who done
and
it?
vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will graduate from this academy.
I really want to know who is behind Monokuma now that Junko is dead.
Refusing to vote will result in your death. So,
oh my god. So you better pick for the right one.
Everyone, it's showtime.
Sorry, everyone.
My fault.
I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
Yeah, because you pussied out.
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
You are the most suspicious one here, bro. I'm sorry.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman.
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
She's
Who did it?
Oh, she mad?
Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Ooh, she mad.
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Why are you talking like that?
What do you mean?
The transfer student.
She's still on with this bull.
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Here we go. Time to get it. Monokuma file, forehead injury, effigies hung upside down.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed two of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
No.
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes. Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late
Necronomicon.
Rantaro Umami!
Please!
Shut
stop
up.
It!
All right, now, okay. It has something to do with the
This crime was
Necronomicon.
committed by the recently deceased. They took to life and killed two of our classmates.
No! Ritual did work?
Whoa! Let's go, baby! Oh, I promise I'm gonna try to do better this time,
I
y'all.
don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us,
Okay.
you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
Oh, you have to burn the book? After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. She never got to
Angie's
do that.
ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Yep.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Rentaro is dead, bro.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand. Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
Hope Speak Academy.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong.
Oh,
Raising the dead
gosh.
is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Ooh.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Yep.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, Creepshow. I already know what happened.
Because he likes talking to the dead. Alright, let me see my true bullets. Art Lab's front door, Art Lab's back door, Kikichi's
The culprit
pickpocketing.
used a katana to kill Angie,
Samuji's account.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
He cared about the book.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in,
Broke in.
and murdered the fuck out of Angie.
Front door, front door, front door, front door. Shut up.
Used it.
Front door, front door, front door. Yada 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 yada. This is probably
Rusty
wrong.
katana- You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom,
What? Whether Kyo had the key or not. Oh yeah, the door was locked. He can't get in there.
Just admit it, you shit. You went to the classroom. In.
Let's go, bro. I knew it was that one. Samuji's account. Where's this Samuji?
No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab.
No, that's wrong.
Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Samugi.
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must
Why you
have
say
been
it
one
like-
of the student council members, yeah?
It could be. When
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer.
Shut up.
Can't believe you actually got it.
They gonna have the nerd to draw some. They got the nerd to draw a little sweat on her breast, on her right breast. You see that? Stop.
Oh, how clever.
Going to you.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
Thank you.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie.
That doesn't justify her.
I trust their friendship. You guys do too. right?
Oh my gosh. Shut
Yeah,
up.
of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
No.
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
No.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Samugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
I'm not ruling out Himiko.
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack!
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
Perhaps the culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Samugi? Well,
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
You can easily say that.
Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Huh?
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either.
Do not tell me we gotta do this 3-man hang confession. Mumbo
We're
jumps.
not the culprits.
Oh gosh, here we go, man. Here we go. Mass panic debate. Samuji's account
We
Necronomicon.
must consider other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
that's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit!
that door. Only student council members had access.
Ooh! But the front door, who else could have opened it? I can't say anyone. What? Lock picking?
Only student council members
Out
had
too late
access.
at night.
I don't know who the culprit
That's.
is.
Oh my god. I don't know why I didn't go with that the first time.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab
Kokichi
door.
can lock pick.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
But you
I
lock
was
pick.
referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have.
You could have.
Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Mmm. There, open sesame. Me.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
How do you forget your own actions?
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Exactly.
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it.
What?
I killed Angie.
No. It's not that easy. He's
Wait,
lying.
what? What did you just say?
He's lying.
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
It's never that easy in any anime and Danganronpa. It's never that easy.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
It is to him.
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins.
Oh my gosh, bro. Monokuma, get rid of his ass. Get rid of him.
And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
This nigga is crazy.
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe.
He is. He thinks it's a game.
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
Exactly. He's always lying.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie.
Nope. No, you didn't.
Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Because who the hell confesses that?
Then let me ask you, culprit, how did you lock the room?
Huh? It's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
Nope. Because the back door had the gold leaf attached to it, the fingerprints. You can't do that with a slide lock. from the outside. You can't do that.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh?
Suichi on his...
Doesn't make sense. Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Okay, Suichi!
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
He on his boss shit.
What different method?
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
Get your breath out of my face, thank you.
There
Probably
were two
musty.
doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was
Back door.
That's it. The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes?
Yes.
How was it locked from the outside?
We do not know.
The culprit used a certain tool.
What could he have used? The katana? That doesn't make sense. Katana? The katana. Yee, my fault. Thank you.
I see it.
But if he made it out of the room, why was the katana still in
was stabbed in
Kaede's
Kaede's
chest?
effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
Oh, he faked it. Wait, what?
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the
The
lock,
lock.
some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it.
Oh.
The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
Okay.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Is that Hope's Peak Academy reference?
Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Yep.
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Then why are you gonna bring it up? You might as well like have a little bit of a flashback for the fans.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different purpose. What could that have been? The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Hey man's gambit. Nope, Psyche Tech. Oh, the taxi! Oh, eggs. I forgot. Damn, 140? 200? You gotta admit, Spike Chunsoft was so ahead of their game and they made this. Okay, what? What turned the handle of the sliding lock? Oh god. Return the handle of the sliding lock. Hey man, let me get back on the road. Effigy's hand, the katana's hit. Katana's hit. Woo! They faked it. Alright, next question. What does that say? This dude is hauling ass. 210. Oh, it says KMH. Okay, my fault. No, he's really not. What was done? What was done to make the katana turn the lock? He threw it. Katana was stabbed in effigy. Sliding lock was tampered with. Ooh, my fault, my fault. That's the first miss. My fault. Damn, man, that was the first miss of Taxi. I remember I didn't miss any last time. This is gonna be a long ass question. Doom, doom. Manipulated? What? Hey man. I know damn well. Hey bro, I know damn well they did. Alright, fine. How was effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? What? Make the katana affect the lock. What? Spinning it, swinging it back and forth, and make it fall. Spinning it? Woohoo! Man. Katana hilt. Katana was stabbed into effigy, spinning it. It connects!
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
Oh.
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist. Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see.
This is
So
crazy.
the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
This is crazy.
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the
Interesting.
spinning katana to hit the sliding lock.
So really the door, the back door isn't a thing anymore. This was just a ruse.
And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
It was a, so he baited us. Or whoever
Yes,
killed.
That's how Angie's lab was locked.
Interesting,
By using
interesting.
the effigy with a katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it.
The sliding lock broke up.
As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
As any killer would do.
Since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
You damn right.
I didn't say that.
It is.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length that hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up, so we think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed.
He lied.
I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
A lie.
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
Why would you do that? This is not a game, man. Idiot.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
What?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out.
That is so dumb.
If I claim to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well.
You think,
you
bro,
get me?
You think if I killed somebody and he did that BS, you think I would have just... No, it was me. I'm gonna let your ass perish.
And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious.
Man, I would have let your dumb ass die, bro.
Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted into my plan.
I want to use the F-bomb so bad, but I'm trying.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
There she go, horny
I'll
ass.
start right now.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
You. I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Okay, can we move past this?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Okay.
Come, dumpster!
Bro. Okay, bro. Spike, we get it. She is horny. She probably has OnlyFans. We get it.
Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
And she likes it. She's a hoe.
Take care.
What should we talk about now?
Thank you, Gonta.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry.
Hey, man, what is this game rated?
Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
Yup, you were bullshitting with that too.
That contradicts what you said earlier.
We know.
It's fine.
BS.
It's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect?
Oh, now you want to get angry.
Never kill Angie!
So you don't care about Tinko? Noted,
So,
noted.
calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down!
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers, What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list?
I'm so mad that I did not get that.
Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
God, bro, this trial is gonna be like 3 hours, man.
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but
Oh, now you care about
can
Tinko.
we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
You
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
The 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We've got to figure out who killed Angie.
no
If we
shit.
solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Himiko.
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you! Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her?
It's funny how you didn't care about Tinko until now. I mean, you had some sympathy, but I didn't really see like you do a nice thing out of, you know, weird.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS.
And he's trying to
You
deceive
didn't
her.
give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive.
Honestly.
But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive.
Oh, you don't say.
But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
That's the Kaito I know, man. Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through.
So
I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth.
Kaito might be a bullshitter, bro, but damn, he knows how
I'm not
to.
gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
He knows how to bring the best out of somebody, out of people, bro.
Kaito! Alright.
Why she gotta look cockeyed? Right?
Silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is Death Curse! I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up. All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
Honestly, I hear you, Kokichi, but shut the hell up.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died.
Yeah, for real. Why would and Monokuma dumbass is gonna say, "Oh, really? Tinko is dead. Doesn't matter." But you're gonna let us investigate the body. What kind of?
We don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Luminary of the stars. Kaido.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
What?
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
What?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were 2 different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
The scythe? They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Crouch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
I swear, it's just nothing but sex with you. God damn.
Crotch!
The people who attended the seance. It was... Wait. Suichi, Himiko, Kibo... No. Himiko, Kaito... No. Suichi, Himiko, Kokichi... Kuriki. Yeah, that one.
That's it!
Damn, that was a lot to read.
It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those 4 are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the 4 is really Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
I really hope nothing happens to Kyo, because he is the only voice I truly enjoy, man.
Well, I suppose.
Kyo, I swear you better not have killed anybody. I'm gonna be pissed.
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
You see what I mean? Don't forget I said last episode, she has the most room when she goes underground with that hole in the floorboard. And she could have easily just... You know what I mean? Like, bro... Don't let that little body fool you. This is an anime. Anything can happen. The middle room. The middle room is always best for stuff like that. Did she know about the opening in the underground on the wall?
Oh, right.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Yup. Point of entry from outside. He must be referring to the one underground. What? Oh, yeah. Is it there? I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Oh no!
It's the hole in the wall. What are y'all talking about? It's right here.
There!
Oh my gosh.
You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Yup. There's
Yes,
a bunch
there's
of
crawl
stuff
space
under there.
the floor a person can move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me.
What?
Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Himiko? What is it, Kyo? What do you see, man? The case child. Lose floorboard. Kibo's
The
flashlight
culprit
function.
sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
Hole in the corner.
But it was pitch black during the seance.
That doesn't mean
How
anything.
could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor.
Kibo's
You see,
flashlight function?
Our villain had a lamp.
Hey.
Light? You mean candle?
No.
I mean, Kibo.
Oh, wait, what?
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
It's true that with that little light, you can move around under the floor, but is that possible?
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor.
Yep.
I only revealed the truth.
Had to lie. We gotta agree.
You gave Kibo his flashlight function, correct?
Mm-hmm. And they're getting
Did
freaky.
you not notice?
I didn't notice what.
It's hard to believe that Kibo is the culprit in this case. It's even harder to believe that this trial isn't being manipulated by someone. So even if I have to lie, I need to defend
The
Kibo.
drawback of the flashlight function that you added. It's so bright, even Kibo can't see when it's turned on.
I see. That bright, huh? Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake!
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
Hey! If you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me dinner first!
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that.
Oh my gosh, she is so damn R-rated, man.
Kibo couldn't have been underneath the floor.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what Shuichi said true?
Come on, Kibo. Please play along. Kibo.
Well, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Hello?
We get it already! Just turn it off! We're gonna go blind!
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
Well, Shuichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty before you decide to fuck me!
That's
Shuichi, I'm so sorry.
Hey, bro,
Damn,
chill.
that is seriously bright!
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
Exactly. Like, we would have seen that. The hole.
the culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
And plus, Kibo left the room. Yeah, he could have got in from the other room, but that wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, they couldn't have.
No.
We were there after all. We would know. There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in, remember? If
Yep.
someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
But when we did the seance, I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does not mean I am the culprit.
I see. That was a flaw in my theory.
Geez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
You keep throwing yourself under the bus, and you keep giving Kokichi ammunition to roast your ass.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for
No,
you.
you don't, you lying sack of
I neither want nor need your pity.
Turn that off!
Up with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tanko lined up funny?
Because they got under there and
Don't
stabbed
think that
her,
was so
and then
culprit
went
that
back
stabbed
under.
Tanko from under floor.
No.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that. That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Hold on, what is he referencing? Danganronpa 1 or Danganronpa 2? That sounds very familiar too. Paint the cup. Oh, wait. No, it couldn't have been that. Oh, Hifumi! When he painted himself. Bro, you need to stop.
Any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right?
Yep.
If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Yep.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
And then they say 11 a.m. or
So
something?
not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she?
Yeah, it happened in the middle of it.
How could someone have gotten to her there?
Underground, obviously. The blood was on the cage. The blood was on the sheet from the inside.
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
Golly, bro. It's like, it's so simple. Well, you think somebody crept in there, stepped on the circle of salt and just went to work and then left?
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
Yes. This is point of no return. Tenko, after this point, you mustn't speak. Next time you open your mouth, it would be Angie speaking through you. Understood? I will not say a word until the seance is over.
She was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
Even when she got stabbed, she didn't say anything.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
Dead.
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
How did somebody move? I know Tenko got some weight on her. How did somebody move that? Move her body with the floorboard. That's got to be some weight.
She was killed when the room was dark?
Yeah.
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
Jesus, bro. It's from the floorboards.
She
Golly.
wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Huh?
But I gotta admit, Mew has the most personality out of everybody. Even though she talk about banging and you give me finger banging and all that, bro. Like,
Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory.
she's still horny as hell. I know that. You need to calm down.
Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
Who was your mentor? I want to know. Marker Stone, Iron Cage, White Sheet, Dog Statue.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage
What was that?
Like that.
Come on,
Cage
man.
lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Oh my!
Spike!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Spike,
obviously
come on,
he
man.
becomes the
This is
culprit.
not. This ain't it, bro.
There's no down!
Did she bust? No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted.
Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted.
Yep.
If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
Shut up, horny
The
ass.
only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
Oh my gosh, bro.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
How?
What?
Since you wanna, you got it. Tell me how. How?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
I hate this part, bro.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And that clean...
Are you even listening to your dumb ass? If Tinko got stabbed, there will be holes in the sheet. Spike, this is filler. What are we doing?
That stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
I'll cut through your words.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone.
Pause.
And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Yeah, no worries.
Gonsis?
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for a living person.
Huh?
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
Shut up. Here we go.
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
You don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now. Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
That doesn't make any sense. Ultima? Kimiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done that!
wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
You haven't been listening at all, have you? Have you, Kaido?
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
What? They were waiting under the floorboard?
No, if there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I
noticed.
agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
Is she playing along? You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
She's referring to Kyo. What? Who could have killed Tinko inside the cage at any time? Himiko.
I was wrong!
What? Oh, okay. Okay, then who? Who, Kaito? Don't tell me her. Wrong. Who could have killed Tinko inside the cage at any time? Herself? I'm stupid. Herself?
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
So it was suicide.
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during a seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But that doesn't. Oh, Maki did explain that you can hide the sickle in your clothes, and she could have disposed it after she stabbed herself and threw it. That wouldn't make sense, because how would you have enough strength to throw?
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right?
Yeah.
If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
She threw it under the floorboard.
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Wait. Oh, I can move my camera?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
You don't know that.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right? Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
To cover it up.
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really?
There
Why?
could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
I don't think Tinko would do that.
Take us down?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
But what are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. She told me.
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
What
No,
if
she
all
got
of that
killed.
was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other?
No.
People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself.
Nigga, Kaito's spitting, boy.
If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Why you keep calling her that? That's kind of a weird nickname.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Twinkle anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
You never know, man. That's the thing about depression and mental health awareness. You just don't know. You gotta talk, man. You gotta seek help.
Did commit suicide. That would answer all of our questions.
It could look like she had everything under control. This is a message.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
A proper reason.
All right, I'll give you a reason.
Is there a reason?
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Live on. Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance. She said, see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know what she was killed, how she was killed, doesn't mean that it was suicide. She shouldn't be satisfied with that. And if we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
You think I'm supposed to agree with Kyo? Let's try that. Let's try that first. Let's try that first.
The last of her strength.
Let's go, man. The white noises. I think that's narration.
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor. Because she died instantly.
Instantly?
Yeah, that's an instant death. To back of the neck?
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Tinko, Maki, don't mind him. Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Stop, Kaido.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No! There must have been a way! We're gonna figure it out!
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance? If you know something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened to at the seance. Let me try to remember. I'm sure there's something. I need some kind of clue that will help me solve this mystery.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it,
Sound during the seance.
while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Oh, I didn't need to hold that. I didn't need to hold it. Let's go.
I agree!
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Yeah, what was that? Does it?
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
Kokichi's bloody when we left the room. He fell through the floorboards. A loud sound like something hit the floorboards. Maybe the sound has something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. Happened in the dark, happened in the dark, happened in the dark. No, where's Kokichi's blood, bro? Bloody Kokichi. Okay. You don't say.
Damn it!
Okay, okay. Maybe the loose floorboard? I don't know.
This is it!
How? That does
I think
not
the floorboard
sound.
coming off had something to do with that sound.
Oh, maybe the cut floorboard underground.
That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
Mm-hmm.
could the floorboard have made such a loud sound though?
Yeah, that doesn't make
Sound of an
sense.
intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That is true. There would. There would have been a strong impact to make that sound. But what was it? What could it possibly be?
All right then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Here you go with this debate. Sound during seance, magic circle cue, Drew.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Cross piece
Judging
under the
from the sound,
floorboard.
there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance.
Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
Okay. I'm jumping to conclusions. I'm jumping to conclusions. My fault.
Someone must have stomped.
I agree.
There we go.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation,
Someone cut that piece.
one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the crosspiece?
What did they say in the game? That's the question. To solve this case, I need to think carefully about the crosspiece and floorboard. Tinko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut was on the other end of the floorboard. Then the unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. So it was unsupported. Only one of the cross pieces was cut. The other two were intact. One of them was right under Tinko, and the other was in the center, right? Right about where the edge of the cage was. Was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Think. Come on, think. Hey, man's gambit. Yup. Oh, I did not mean to do that. C? Where's the L, man? Nope. Hey man, I gotta look it up, bro. Is this seesaw? Bro, a seesaw? would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
A seesaw?
How would that be possible?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
Who did that, man?
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Interesting.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that. Unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Huh? How?
Kyo looks the most suspicious, dude.
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
The floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusion can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that is consistent with the evidence. Underneath the floorboard at the top of the cage, between the victim and the floorboard. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Underneath the floorboard. What? On top of the cage, next to the cage. Bro!
That's it!
What?
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down.
Bro.
The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage.
This nigga Kyo, bro.
Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place.
Wow.
It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw,
Ching.
Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the
Right in the
cage.
back of the neck.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in a crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
How didn't she see that, though?
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
Wow.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
If we find out who did this, that's the culprit.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide. Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Nope. Don't try. Nah, bro. Kyo. Golly, bro. Like, Spike. Please do not take Kyo away from me. Please.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Why her?
Yeah, why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
But she's not heavy enough to do that. For that board to shoot up like that, you gotta have some weight. Look at her.
The only one?
Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
There are 3 empty rooms. Which shall we... Interesting. Interesting that she would choose that middle room, though.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
But he memorized it.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time.
That looks so deceiving, man. That looks nasty. Might have to do a thumbnail for that.
Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it. Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
No, it's not.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
You're so naive, bro.
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
Hello?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea, but does that mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? Was something like that really happen? Something so cruel? No.